Hi and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be reacting to Riverdale Season 5 Episode 14. Quickly, before we get into this video, I just want to say two things. First of all, I'm sorry I missed last week's upload. I was on holiday for the week. I was planning on getting this video edited and uploaded onto private before we left. And then while we were on holidays, I was going to make it public, but I didn't end up getting this video edited in time. Don't worry, I'm not going on another hiatus. I just wanted to take the week off and enjoy my holiday. But I'm back now and I will be back for the foreseeable. The second thing is, if you've watched my channel for a while or even one video, you will know that when I do reaction videos, I have on the screen, like right here, the video that I'm reacting to, and I line it up so that what I'm watching is what you're seeing up here, so you actually know exactly what I'm watching, like real time basically. The way I get the video up here is that I screen record on a third-party website, let's just say. On streaming services like Netflix, Binge, Stan, even YouTube, you cannot screen record. If you screen record, your screen recording will just be black. It won't show anything. It won't let you. Which I get because they don't want you stealing their content. But also that makes it really hard for me as a content creator to get the footage I need to make the videos. So for the years that I've been doing YouTube, screen recording has always worked, and it's worked beautifully, and the quality has been great. If you go and look back at all my other videos, even my last video, you'll see the quality of that screen recording is beautiful. But when I went to screen record this episode, so Season 5, Episode 14 of Riverdale, when I went to screen record that episode on the website I usually use, it wouldn't work. I even bought Season 5, Episode 14 on YouTube because I wanted to see if by buying the episode it would allow me to screen record. I just thought I'd try it. So I spent like $5 on that. Didn't work. What I've had to do instead of screen recording, because it's not working, I'm having to play it on here and physically record it on my phone. The quality of the video up here is not great. It will be not great for this video, and it won't be great for the foreseeable future because I have no idea how I'm going to be able to get the screen recordings back to the quality that I had it, because it's not letting me. Nothing is letting me do it. I am extremely sorry. It's frustrating for me. You probably don't care that much, but it's very frustrating for me because I love the video quality of the screen recordings in my videos, and I don't have that anymore. So, sorry this intro was a little long. I just wanted to come in and say those 2 points. So, I'm sorry I missed last week. I'm back now. Don't worry, I'm back on track. And the screen recording quality will be bad for this video and for this foreseeable, so I apologise again, but let's go on with the video. There's actually only 19 episodes in this season, where usually there's like 22. So that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Either it's a good thing because there's less episodes to watch, but it's a bad thing because did they plan to only do 19? Or did they plan to do 22, but because this was 2 years ago, so did COVID fuck up the filming and mean that they had to cut the season short? Which means that maybe this season doesn't wrap up in a nice way, which scares me.
Goodman, you made it. Entrez-vous.
I know, she's from like Season 4, I think. Did her and Cheryl have a fling? I think they did. I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
I've alerted the auction house of my whereabouts, so if you're thinking of sacrificing them to your person...
Oh no, she's the art gallery person. I guess that's why it's called the Night Gallery. Because Cheryl used to do fakes of really popular artworks to get money, and she was the one who sold them. I'm pretty sure. I think that was a plot line last season or something.
It's about a hero, haunted by his past and plagued by the trauma of his present.
Interesting.
Your anxiety is normal. We can easily get it under control with some anti-anxiety medication.
No pills.
I need a team of brawny strongmen to reopen my mines and harvest the precious metal before Hiram Lodge steals it.
No one works in the mines alone.
Archie shouldn't be shouting like that in the mines because that's how, you know, avalanches and shit start. So, Jesus Christ.
Look what I found. To take some drugs for my PTSD. What would you prescribe me?
Have you guys ever heard of the Mothman?
Drug was.
Oh, we're going back to this. Actually, I don't know why I'm being so like, because that's what's gonna bring Jughead back.
Humanoid creatures that lived underground with big red eyes.
Are you okay?
Oh my god.
Archie? Someone's messing with my head. Whatever drugs she wants you to take, don't take her. She's experimenting on us.
What the hell?
Hear what?
Okay, it's good to know that it's not just Archie that's like going crazy because of this. Is it the palladium that causes this, like the hallucinations, or is it actually like the Mothman stuff?
What the hell is going on down here?
Gas. It's gas. We gotta get everyone topside ASAP.
Oh, gas. See, close enough.
Given the state of delirium most of the men were in, I'm guessing those tunnels are full of carbon monoxide.
Why don't they get, why don't they wear masks? I was going to say that earlier, why they're not wearing masks. I feel like that would help filter out the carbon monoxide, or not even filter out, just like make it so they're just breathing oxygen.
Wrestling with the question, who is the true monster?
I like this. I like this episode's like plot, how we're going through Cheryl's paintings and it literally shows us the, you know, the storyline that's happening. So the first one was Archie, this one's about Betty. I don't know who the next one could be, but I feel like the last one might be Jughead, and then we get taken to New York, maybe.
There's been stories up and down the highway about some crazy rogue FBI agent out looking for her sister.
They're human beings with families.
Nah, they're just prey.
This guy is great. This has more realism than 90% of everything else in Riverdale, because this is like, this shit actually happens in real life. Like, it's making me feel very uneasy. Like the whole bit not last episode, episode 12, with Betty and like, or with him, what am I talking about? With him, when Betty was with this guy and he tried to kill her. That, I like couldn't watch. It made me like physically upset and ill.
Really saw you as a grieving mother and Polly as a human being. He might confess.
It's a good idea, but also what happens if it doesn't work?
You can't imagine what it's like to be a mother that has no idea where her child is.
Your daughter squealed like a pig when I slit her throat.
Stop it. Stop it. I mean, not stop it as in like stop beating him, because like he fucking deserves it. He deserves way worse than that. But I mean like, oh, fuck. I don't care that much about Polly. Like, as a character, couldn't care less. Since season 1, I'm like, ugh, like Betty's just much more interesting to me. I like Betty more. I don't want like that terrible stuff to happen to her. I don't really want that terrible stuff to happen to anyone. Maybe Hiram. Maybe Hiram.
Maybe if you believed that he was actually going to die, maybe then you would talk. Why don't you just kill him, Betty? I want to try one more thing first. I'm going to start carving pieces off of you. I'll cut them off at the ankles and then cauterize the wounds.
I feel like he's gonna get off on that shit because he is a psychopath. Like, I watch Criminal Minds and like all that shit, and that happens, that's like every episode on that show. So I can like handle watching it. It's just like, I don't know if I can watch Betty doing it, to be honest. Also, it's so weird that she's doing this at Riverdale High, because like, I know she said it's a long weekend, but also it's a school. She couldn't have taken him anywhere else. She couldn't have taken him to the bunker? She uses the bunker for everything else, but she doesn't use it to torture someone.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna carve pieces off of you.
Shit, I forgot about all that. I forgot that she was like tortured. Is that the start of this season? Because this season is where the time jump starts, right? The start of season 5, that's when the time jump is. And then we learn like all this stuff about what's been happening in everyone's lives. We learn about Betty and being tortured and stuff. Maybe once I've like finished reacting to the whole series, I'll watch the whole thing through again, because season 3, 4 and the start of season 5, I basically have no idea what's happened. Is he not going to be there? Oh. That's not... Okay. Who the hell killed him? Like, obviously it wasn't Betty, so like... Maybe it was the Mothman.
But he did it himself.
Oh.
Bit off his own tongue.
That's not... I didn't really look that close at like... I just saw there was a lot of blood, so I didn't actually know. I thought he got like stabbed or something.
I think some lives were saved tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, at least he can't do this to anyone else. So I guess that's good. But also, all those families aren't going to get closure because he just died. And nobody else probably knows what happened, so...
But based on a few things he said, my gut's telling me that he's not the only killer.
That would make sense. Okay, who's next in the paintings? Yay! I knew Jughead was gonna be... I knew it! Okay, so where I'm looking, like, in the timeline of where I'm at in the episode, it looks like I've got about a third of the episode left, maybe a bit more than a third. So, is there only 3 paintings? So is it only Archie... Oh, I guess it would be 4. I guess it would be Archie, Betty, Veronica... Archie, Betty, Jughead, Veronica. That would make sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. It's probably going to be that, because this one is Jughead, so maybe the last one is Veronica. I kind of wish that Jughead's was the last one. If there is 4 and Veronica is the last one, I wish that they would switch it so that Jughead would be the end one, because I feel like there's so much we're going to find out here. If not, then what's the fucking point? Because we need to know what happened in New York. My theory from 2 episodes ago was... Well, there's a couple of theories. I said that Jughead killed someone, or Jessica killed someone, like his ex. They work together, or like that, because they both know what happened, right? Because Jessica didn't want him to say what happened, like tell everyone what happened in his book. So it has to do with the both of them. And Jughead doesn't remember like anything, so I feel like he might have taken too many drugs and killed someone, or like covered something up, or something along those lines. Or there's the thing that's like he got taken by the Mothman. There's that thing, and I think that's how it's going to come in. So it could be that. I feel like that's more likely than the killing someone thing.
Portrait of a Young Writer. Let's just say it's about the stories we tell ourselves to survive.
And every afternoon at dusk, I'd segue from coffee to whiskey.
Hey, Betty. No, I'm surprised you picked up.
In my new apartment in the East Village, I was hit with a lethal case of writer's block. Luckily, my girlfriend, Jessica, knew where to score some maple mushrooms. I wrote 200 pages that night.
Betty, portion bailed.
You've been blowing me off for years. One person that would hurt Veronica and I the most.
Oh, that's... Wait, that wording... Oh, continuity issue. That's not the same thing that was in the voicemail that Betty showed us. In the voicemail it says, you found the one person that would hurt both me and Veronica. But in this, it says, wait, let me go back, because it's not the same wording.
Really found one person that would hurt Veronica and I the most.
That would hurt Veronica and I the most. I don't usually spot continuity issues that much, but I picked up on that.
One moment I was stumbling in a back alley, and the next moment I was waking up in a hospital room when I lost those days of my life. I had been treated for a rabies infection, so I went to see Jess.
Rabies? What the hell? Oh, I guess, is that why in Cheryl's painting there's rats all over him?
And she told me that I had been yelling about a rat king. I was very eager to join the rat king's domain. She came to visit me.
The city floods the sewer once every 2 weeks. That's happening any minute, okay? If you stay down here, you will drown.
That's kind of really cute. obviously he shouldn't be thinking about Betty because it's been like 7 years or whatever, however long they haven't been together. But that's still really cute. I'm about to fucking cry. I think I need to step away for a second because I'm
Betty saved me, but I needed to return to the physical site of that core trauma.
All the stuff wouldn't still be down there, right? Because of the flooding that happens, so it shouldn't all be in the same spot, right?
In there.
Oh.
Scribbled in the margins.
Oh,
the
it
story
is.
of the Rat King.
Yeah, okay. The flooding did happen, because obviously look at that book.
The Rat King was just a fiction I'd conjured to distract myself from what really happened down there. Made me realize how alone I was. Like, no one missed me at all.
I'm happy that that is the thing that happened in New York. You know, Jughead didn't kill anyone or anything. Obviously what he went through is terrible and could have been a lot worse, though.
Cheryl, the last time I was here, your Nana suggested sacrificing me to an angry eldritch terror.
I don't remember that, but okay.
I still have feelings for you. That still leaves us with tonight.
It's gonna cut. We're not gonna be able to see anything. Okay, they're kissing. That's great. They couldn't just extend the episode another 5 minutes, like, had to cut it there. Okay. That was season 5, episode 14. I quite liked this episode. I'm happy that it started with a character whose plotline and whose character I don't care about that much, and then it moved on to characters that I actually liked. Because, like, yes, the PTSD stuff with Archie is awful, and, like, what he went through in the war was terrible, and I hate that he's having to go through all this PTSD now, but him as a character I just couldn't care less about. And I'm also happy that Veronica wasn't in this episode, because the whole last episode was about Hiram. I know it wasn't about Veronica. I'm speaking too fast. Wait, the last episode... Fuck. I'm already forgetting what the last episode was. All of these episodes are starting to blend together because I keep saying the last episode, but the last episode wasn't the one with Hiram. The last episode was episode 13. And I'm honestly struggling to remember what that episode was, even though I didn't watch it that long ago. The reason why I'm getting so confused is because I just uploaded my reaction for episode 12. I just finished editing it, but I haven't started editing my reaction for episode 13. So right now, the freshest thing in my mind is episode 12, and I haven't looked at anything from episode 13 since I filmed it. So right now, my episodes are getting very muddled, but... Okay, the last episode was the one with the Coyote Ugly. Like the Coyote Ugly thing, and then Betty trying to find... Yeah, so the last episode is the one where Betty got attacked by the guy. I thought it was episode 11, but I was just... I got so confused. That's exciting. I did really like this episode. I like the concept of it, like seeing their stories through the paintings, and like Cheryl, the paintings that Cheryl did. Yeah, so I'm happy we finally got to know what the fuck was happening with Jughead, because we hadn't seen anything from him in 2 episodes, and I wanted to know what happened, because all this stuff about New York, and we never saw anything of it, so yeah. So it seems as though the Mothman stuff is moving more towards, you know, like the Archie plotline now. I feel like Jughead will come back and Archie might talk about the Mothman, and then Jughead, it will like come back to Jughead or something. Yeah, I hope Betty and Jughead talk at least and like settle things, because like obviously Jughead still loves her. Who wouldn't? Lily Reinhardt is gorgeous. But I just hope they figure it out. I'm not saying they should get back together. I'm not saying that. I mean, obviously I'd love for them to get back together. Like I said in episode 11, I think it was, none of these relationships work. The show doesn't work. The show itself doesn't work, so I don't know how they expect the characters to work together. So yeah, it's a lot to take in, a lot to digest. I'm excited for the rest of the season. There's a lot that's going to happen. So there's only 5 episodes left of the season, which is very exciting. And I'm pretty sure I saw that episode 18 is the musical episode, so the second last episode of the season, the penultimate episode, is the musical episode. I think I like how they did this episode more than previous Riverdale episodes, because Usually there's like 3 or 4 plot lines and they keep flicking back and forth between them like throughout the episode, but in this one they just had 3 plot points and we focused all on Archie, and then it was all on Betty, and then it was all on Jughead. Like it didn't flick back and forth at all, which I really liked. I think I prefer that. It's a lot easier to digest and easier to figure out what's happening, because you just see Archie's stuff, you're like, yes, this is what's happening. Then you see all of Betty's stuff, you're like, okay, cool. Then you move on to Jughead. But when it flicks back and forth, you're like, you get whiplash, really, because you don't know what's happening. Like, everything's happening at once. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel to see more from me. Press the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload next. Thanks for watching.